Greetings and salutations. I know it's been a very, very long time. Um, I moved. Okay, I used to be the manager of a bed and breakfast, and I lived on the bed and breakfast. Now I do another job. So I got an apartment. So I guess I'm gonna have to change the name of the show to Michael's Review or Michael's Apartment Review. But enough hibba jabba jibba jibba. I'm gonna get into the reviews, and we're gonna start it off with Blackest Night number 2. Sorry about the glare. There we go. This is a phenomenal, phenomenal main event series. It's exactly what they said they were going to do. It's horror, it's suspenseful, and there's a lot of stuff going on. And there's also meaningful dialogue, especially with what happened with the Hawks, what happened with the Ray, what he's going through, his emotions regarding Jean. It's scary. I don't know how they're gonna. I'm looking at this. I'm thinking the DCU is all gonna die. So it's captivated me. It's made me want to buy more. Phenomenal main event book. I mean, it's not the greatest comic book in the world, but for a main event, this is hitting all the right notes and all the right marks. So it's still pretty early on. We'll see where it goes from here. But issue 1 and 2 have been a lot of fun. Okay, so Blackest Night number 39. This again is kind of picking up with the Guardians on Oa, and all the dead lanterns are rising from have risen, and now the Green Lantern Corps are going to go into it. A lot of self introspection between Kyle and his love for Jade and his current love. It was okay. It was very good. But I mean, I think the bar has been set pretty high. So when I pick up this book, I want something a little bit more. But I'm very much looking forward to the next issue, which I'm sure they're going to deal with the Black Lanterns versus the Green Lanterns, and I'm sure they're going to get their asses handed to them. So I really don't know how they're going to come out of this. In this type of book, I'm not really looking for. I love Jade. I don't know. Do I love the current girl that I'm with? But because Jade is dead, and now she's back, and Kyle's going to have to face her. So I understand why they put that into the book. But at the same time, this is a Blackest Night tie-in, and it's a very important Blackest Night tie-in because it's a Green Lantern book, and it's been played throughout the whole series that this book led up to Blackest Night. So I think there would be a little bit more actiony. I don't know. I'm just nitpicking. You know what? It was a good read. Pick it up. My complaints are very nitpicking. They might seem a little bit larger than they are, but no, not really. Blackest Night Batman. This was I picked this up because the writer was Peter J. Tomasi, and he writes the Green Lantern Corps. So I think something big is going to happen in here. There's probably going to be a lot of questions answered about why the avatar for the Black Lanterns is walking around with Bruce Wayne's skull. Deadman has a big role to play. Anyway, it was a good book. I mean, you don't have to pick it up, but I was entertained by it. That's all I can say about it. Here we go, Ultimate Avengers 001, and this is Miller kicking ass again. Like the Comic Book Club said before, he's very focused in. It's not so grandioso. A couple of characters in a brand new universe, and Ultimatum really didn't need to take place at all. They could have just waited 6 months and saying we're relaunching the Ultimate line. And you know what? It would have been crazier if they didn't do Ultimatum and they just said a great disaster didn't happen, and we had to kind of pick up what happened as the issues progressed. We didn't, all we knew was like I think that would have been a lot more cooler, like not actually reading the Ultimatum. But what do I know? It's good. It shows that they're taking the book in a brand new direction, and they're really not going to copy. I mean, Ultimate line usually took an old Marvel story arc and gave it their own Ultimate twist. Here, they're just going to do their own thing, and you really have no idea how it's going to go. And I think it's exciting. And this book is a living tribute to that. And my favorite book of the month is come back, Ultimate Spider-Man. This is great. It's like, they never lost a beat with all the original series. It's right back into it. There's new relationships going on, and I'm sure that's going to be all explained. New things that are happening that didn't happen in the old Spider-Man books. It's just, once again, a brand new thing that they're just not going to copy from old Marvel storylines and just do their own thing. They're just going to do their own thing. They're totally fresh. Brian Bendis's The scripting is phenomenal in here. A lot of new mysteries are taking place that we have to solve, like this new superhero that came into play. And Mysterio is badass. Mysterio is badass. Is one mean motherfucker. Alright, Adventure Comics 001. I love this book, so you should pick it up. I wish it were that easy. The art's great. I love the Superboy character written by Jeff Johns. He's hitting all the right notes of the character. This is Superboy exploring himself and where his role in the world is today. And he has a little diary he's keeping, and the last page of the diary was very interesting. It doesn't mean that he's going to go down a wrong path. It's just, he wants to know who he is, and is he a combination of Superman and Lex Luthor? For those of you who don't know, Superboy is a clone of Superman and Lex Luthor. And he wants to find his own identity. And this is what it's showing. And plus you have a phenomenal backup story written by Jeff Johns again of the Legion of the 31st Century. So it's a 2-for-1 in this book. And both stories were fun, exciting, and you should both pick them up. Once again, it's good to be back. As you can see, these are boxes that I have to unpack. Don't get me started, man. It's so much work that I have. So much work. So it was a very quick one. I bought a whole bunch of comics, but I just, those are definitely titles that you should have gotten last week. I don't know if all of them came out last week or 2 weeks in a row, but these are comic books that you should definitely have, except for Green Lantern Corps and Batman Blackest Night. But Blackest Night 1, Ultimate Avengers 001, Ultimate Spider-Man 001, and Adventures number 1 or 504. Those are stuff you should have in your pile. So kudos, and I guess I'll see you next week. And I'm back, baby! I'm back!